I told you earlier this week we are going to watch this administration closely and ask the important question, is this White House for sale? So let's look again at the president's donors. We know Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos donated $1 million to his inaugural fund. Well, here's another name who did, Sam Altman. He's the co-founder of OpenAI, who has given to Democrats in the past, worked with all sorts of lawmakers. Well, a week before the inauguration, Altman and Trump had a long phone call to discuss AI and the need to develop it in the U.S. Well, I told you last night the president unveiled Stargate, a joint venture between OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle to invest billions and billions in infrastructure tied to AI. And you know what else Trump did? He repealed Biden's executive order that included safety regulations on it. But not everybody is celebrating, and I'm not talking about Democrats. Elon Musk lashed out on X, claiming none of the companies involved even have the money to follow through on their pledges. Sam Altman responded, writing, "I realize what is great for the country isn't always optimal for your companies. But in your new role, I hope you'll put America first." Satya Nadella also said, "I'm good for my $80 billion. Nightcap still here, Max. What's going on here?
Well, you know, Sam Altman is one of these kind of center-left guys who had a sudden evolution, a couple months ago where he decided that actually he likes Donald Trump, and it's been going pretty well.
Is it an evolution or he's got to do business?
Well, exactly. Yes. Sorry, I'm being glib. Now, normally when you have one of these big infrastructure announcements and someone says it's all BS, like this is not real, they don't have the money, this isn't going to create any jobs, it's usually the opposition party. In this case, of course, it's somebody who's like a few doors down, I guess, from Donald Trump saying it. And it's because Elon Musk basically despises Sam Altman and OpenAI. Over the last 8 hours or so, he's tweeted, the last I checked, it was a dozen times, it may be more now, calling him a fake, a swindler, a secret leftist. He's been digging up all these posts from Sam Altman from like 2016 when he opposed Donald Trump. So it's pretty strange just because you have this, really big, and we could talk about how real this announcement was. I think there are actually legitimate reasons to criticize it. Elon Musk maybe has a point about how much money they have, but it is a little bit undermining to President Trump when he's all, like out there the next day tweeting that it's all fake.
Philip, AI is the future. But it wasn't that President Biden didn't believe it. He was working on it with Sam Altman and these companies. But what he had in place in his executive order were rules and regulations. Right. Because the last time around, when social media was born, we were in the move fast and break things phase. And that was a huge problem for us. We still have those behemoth companies largely unregulated. Right. But how difficult a position does this put Democrats in, where they're sitting in the back row saying, but we were working on it and we were putting rules in place. When Donald Trump gets to ride in on a white horse and say, I'm bringing the $500 billion and let's get into the future.
Well, I think the question is what your expectation is in terms of how AI is going to be received by the public, right? I think one of the things that Biden was doing and working with these companies was trying to ensure that AI doesn't fall on its face or explode, right? Which right now, I would say the public perception of AI is not terribly good, right?
Or worse than fall on its face, collapse on ours.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Right. And so this is why those guardrails are being put and why he worked and he tried to do these rules. But of course, to our earlier conversation, that's not what Trump is concerned about. He wants to make money. He wants to have everything go as quickly as possible and as big as possible. And so this is where we land. And of course, if you are someone that owns who has the ability to make a lot of money by having no guardrails, then you can see why you'd be pro this. I do think it's worth pointing out, though, we also saw Trump do this exact same thing when he was first president last time. We saw Foxconn. We see he makes these big splashy announcements about what's going to happen that don't fall through. So even on that alone, it's
tens
possible.
of thousands of jobs are planned in Wisconsin.
That's
What's your take on all this?
I think the White House is for sale. To go to your original question, it started with Russia, if you're listening, and it ended with Jared Kushner's $2 billion Saudi investment. And now
I think it's up to $3.5 billion.
Yeah, now we're in his second administration where Donald Trump is surrounding himself by a bunch of doges. He started with Musk and Ramaswamy as his two doges. He just lost Ramaswamy. He's bringing in Altman. He's bringing in others. But the truth is he's going to manipulate them, and they're going to manipulate him, and we're going to see democracy for sale. I mean, the big progressive conversation here is to get money out of politics and get corporate America out of the White House.
Yesterday was the 15-year anniversary of Citizens United.
Right.